Okay, so just taking you guys through writing, we're going to be starting our imaginative story. Basically, you're going to introduce the new composition topic, which is imaginative stories. Some ideas that I gave you are, excuse me, a spooky story, a mad scientist and his or her creation. There's a short story video on Brain Pop Jr. that kind of introduces the short story writing process and pre-write for them. And so then I thought after that, you can start a circle map and model thinking out loud to model brainstorming some ideas. You could also use your heart map. The kids could also join this, so the model would be more of like a class story. All right. Then the kids can start their own circle maps and start brainstorming as well and use their heart maps too. On Tuesday, you can just finish that up. You could also rewatch some of yesterday's video to review the pre-writing process. Then what you're going to need to do is model thinking aloud about your favorite ideas from the circle map. And then just about what do you think, like think maybe out loud, like what would be the most fun to write about? What do I have the most to say about? All right. And so then after that, you can settle an idea on an idea. And I gave you a slide and a PDF here that you could use for a story map the kids could fill in. So for our face-to-face learners, if you want to print the PDF, you could do that and they could have it like in their hand. Maybe this could be something you could add to Seesaw to have them fill in too. All right. Then the next day we're going to finish filling in that story map document. Make sure that you model each of these steps or do it with your class as a class model together. Thursday for writing, then you're going to just kind of show them and model how you can use your story map to start drafting your story. Again, the kids can help you if you want it to be more of a class story. And then on Friday, the kids can start working on their drafts. For grammar next week, we are doing proper nouns. So coming down to grammar, there are some English PDF, just pages here on the side, and there are the Spanish ones from HMH. Some of these are used in the activities this week, so you might just want to look before you use them because some of them have been made. So we're just going to start with a noun video on Brain Pop because it's been a little bit since we did grammar. And then I think what I gave you was just making a T-chart of common nouns and then proper nouns. So the common nouns can go on the left side and just popcorn out some ideas for common nouns. After that, you're going to talk about naming those common nouns. So if you name a car, maybe, or somebody says car for a common noun, on the right side of that T-chart, could write Ford Mustang. So basically just practicing naming these common nouns. I did give you a slide that you can use for that here. And there's also a PDF version, again, if you want that, because then I thought like the kids, you could do some examples together, then maybe the kids could think of some on their own. On Tuesday, we're going to do a foldable. So you're going to fold it into 3 parts. You could do a tree map in 3 parts, something like that. But basically just a sorting device. And then the kids are going to go on a proper noun scavenger hunt. So in each segment, you'll write people in one section, places in another, things, and the last one. The kids can go on a scavenger hunt around their house, think about their neighborhood. Maybe they can ask their parents for street names or something like that for places or their apartment complex name. Or you could take them on a virtual tour of the school. Like they could walk around. You could find some proper nouns around the school and like the kids could just kind of be there with your Zoom. Another idea is just doing a virtual field trip and talking about the proper nouns that you can find and see in that virtual field trip and then adding those to the foldable. There's also, I gave the Spanish groups a practice for Spanish that day. Both of these activities, Monday and Tuesday, can be used in Spanish as well because they're just kind of things that kids will be doing. On Wednesday, on this day, I advise to the dual people you might want to actually do like either Monday or Tuesday's event, but in English today. You could also make a proper noun town. So instead of just noun town, it could be proper noun town for English. And the kids could just kind of, add the people that they know, the places that they know, the things that they see, and put the names for them and just label them. So not just a car, but a Ford Mustang, not just a store, but maybe Walmart, something like that. So I gave this. I thought the kids could do this common and proper noun sort It's on a Google slide, so I hope that you can just upload it to Seesaw. So the kids will move these over into the section of common and proper nouns. You could also just do it in whole group. Totally fine. Like the kids could be like common noun, proper noun. Whenever you say like Mr. Kelleher, they could say it back to you. So it could be a whole group activity as well. I also gave you page 1 from the PDFs over here. And it's right here. So I'm just going to open real fast. All right. So names for people, places, and things. So I thought what you could do here. Hold on. The girl's name. Let me just look at this for a second. I think I messed it up. But either way, you have this as a PDF, or you're going to have this where the kids can fill in the box. So I think that's a little different. So when you come back here and look, I'm just going to fix it. But basically, it's an activity that the kids will be correcting the proper nouns that they see, and or the nouns that are not capitalized but should be, and changing those. On Thursday, we also have another PDF practice. There's also this Google slide where the kids could just kind of write, and you're going to have to make a copy of it. But where the kids can just kind of write in their notebook or to the side what the proper nouns are. So like number 1 could be Kleins. All right. Finally, Friday, we have our quizzes. I gave it to you on a Google slide, and this is why you'll see the confusion. All right. Because I walked my dog, Lucky, this is the slide, or the PDF, which you could just print. The kids can correct and write the proper noun in the box. There is also a slide version of this. There's also Spanish. The slide the kids will actually write in the box. Okay? And that is it for your writing and grammar. For Oracy, I just really want to check in before I plan anything. So I sent you this questionnaire by email. I've also put it here. If you guys could just get it into me ASAP today, because if you need lessons, I definitely want to include them. But I just really need to check in with you guys, and I forgot to on Tuesday.